Okay, so guys, we got this video here, and it's not clickbait. I was watching one of Joshua Bardwell's videos, and he talked about how you could possibly fake a long range and do it in a car. Well, I looked everywhere for that video, and it might have got deleted. I don't know if that clip got deleted or what, but he went on to say how illegal long range is and why you don't want to actually do long range. And here's part of that clip and part of that narrative he was talking about. So,
there is no way in the United States to fly long range with even a vague plausible deniability of legality, and I'm just not willing to get my channel slammed like Wesley Vardy did with his local authorities. I'm not willing. I mean, if they said it's a $3,000 fine and then that's it, I'd think about whether that money was worth spending. But it's about the hit that you take on your channel and the attention you get to yourself from the authorities. I feel like it would be a potentially career-ending risk for me to do long-range flying. So I'm not going to do it. I hope that...
So, after hearing these warnings about long range for a while, I've been thinking about how can I do a flight and make it long range. And before I even heard him talk about getting in a car and doing long range, I've been setting this up, and it takes quite a bit of setup to do. I mean, you got to have a driver, a visual observer, and then you got to be the pilot, and that all has to work at the same time. Well, I'm here to tell you it's harder than it seems. I'm going to show you why and tell you why at the same time, but let's take a look at the clip right now. Alright, so this first recording is going to be with the DJI Action 2 camera. Whenever we first start off, I immediately notice that I'm getting disoriented, that I can feel, it's almost like you're on a merry-go-round and you're flying at the same time. Or if you were to get real dizzy and then try to start flying. I think the feeling is real disorienting because you're seeing one thing and then you're actually feeling another thing. And I'll tell you what you're feeling. You feel like you're going really, really fast. Like you feel like you're going like 100 miles an hour, and but you're actually doing the speed limit. But yeah, I lost visual for a second there, so I stopped and waited, and then we continued on. So the whole time I'm trying to, just fly the drone and get used to this feeling, because this is something that you're definitely not used to. And whenever you first start flying, you might have this type of feeling, but it's about 10 times worse. And so right now I'm just trying to get used to it, and used to the feeling of what I'm seeing is totally different than what I'm feeling in the vehicle. And also staying in line of sight range at the same time. There's a lot going on here. This is not easy at all, and I would not recommend anybody to ever attempt doing this, especially I've done this in sport mode, and my original idea was to do this in manual mode, and I was going to fly in sport mode for a little bit, tell him to pull over so I can put it in manual mode and then go back at it. But I was like, no, I'll just go ahead and do one whole run, and then we'll come back. And as you can see, there's nobody on the roads. The roads are completely clear, so there is no traffic or anything. There is no houses. If I was to crash, that was the middle point there. So I hit the midpoint, and and it's telling me my battery is low, that I need to come back, and it wants to go back to where I started. But we hit cancel and kept on going. So, as I was saying, as you can see, there's nobody on the road, there's nobody around, there's no houses, we're in the best setting possible. So for me to keep going and trying this out, that's the only reason why I continued with this. And I would say if I was around traffic or around houses or anything like that, and I knew there were any risk at all going to happen to anything but the drone, I probably would have halted this because of how I was feeling. And one point of it, I slowed down, and I'm telling him to slow down because I'm starting to get sick. And he's rolling down the window, and I'm telling him, dude, slow down, slow down. And he is slowing down, and I'm slowing down, which it just makes it almost impossible. And I'm like, how fast are you going? And he tells me he's doing the speed limit, and I'm like, well, it feels like you're going, really, really fast. But I continue on. I really want to get used to it because I want to do a really nice shot here. And so I just continue on and press through it, and I'm hoping this feeling just goes away. And mixed with this feeling, I'm also worried that I'm going to go off on one of these roads and lose which road I'm supposed to be on because of when you feel this disoriented, your mind is racing and you're wondering where you're at, really. So it's time to stop it, and because the battery's out, and we're going to go the other way. Alright, so I was sitting there for a while because I was disoriented and I just wanted to catch my breath and get my stomach from rolling. But I decided to chase the car and wanted to do a kind of cool shot of chasing the car and then passing it up and taking off in an open area. And here was my shot to take off in the open area. So this time I'm deciding this is going to be my last time doing this, and because I don't want to ever do this again, to be honest with you. So I decided to just go ahead and get close to the trees, get the best shot that I can possibly get. So here I am, just getting close to the trees. I still have that feeling, that dizzy feeling, and I want to express that. This is not a good idea. If you were to do this in manual mode, I guarantee you're going to lose your drone. I almost bet that you're going to lose your drone. Maybe if you was going like, 20 miles an hour, definitely way under the speed limit. But, if you're going to attempt this, make sure you do it in the right settings. And the right settings is nobody around, no houses around, there's no risk but your drone. And as you can see right here, there are no cars, there's no other risk but my drone, which I almost hit a tree right there. So, we done this early in the morning when there was nobody around, and you could see the roads are clear. But, does it look pretty cool? I think it looks pretty cool. But is this a viable way to fake a long range? No. There was halfway point. It was telling me to return home because my battery is halfway dead. I canceled it and kept on going. So we got some pretty cool shots here. And then see both sides. we stayed in visual line of sight of the car also at all times. I didn't want to wander off too far. And I'm constantly telling him to slow down because of how I feel in the car. And this battery is a whole lot shorter. So, I'm like, alright, I'm just going to go over the road and run it till I feel like I need to come down. And I was hoping to make it to that tower way out there, and because that was about where I started the first time. Which this time, I don't know if the DJI battery was just really low or what, but it was a whole lot less flight time this time, and I did charge them both at the same time, so I was kind of surprised. So right now I'm just following the road and looking for a good place to set it down here soon. And anytime that you're around trees and you're flying a DJI aircraft, you want to have your finger on that cancel button just in case it decides it wants to return to home. You can cancel it. And right now it's telling me to land, and you have low battery, and we're in the single digits because it's like forcing me down, and I'm telling my driver to get out and get it real quick before it hits the ground, because I've got a DJI action cam on the bottom of it. Alright guys, so there's the video, and I hope you enjoyed that. Alright guys, so this took a lot to put together, and which it means it takes people lining up jobs and everything else. And I'd like you to share this around because I'm trying to get my view time up so I can start getting paid doing these videos. I do not get paid doing these videos, and these do take up time that a lot of people don't have. So I would like you to share this around, and go and check out Bardwell's videos about long range also, and maybe don't think about even trying this because of my experience. I'm going to tell you, you're going to lose your drone, you're going to crash it, and it's very disorienting, and unless you can spin your head on a baseball bat 10 times and go fly, then you might be able to attempt this. I'm not trying to be condescending or say I'm better than anybody else. I'm just saying this is really hard for me, and I'm a skilled pilot. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Please share this around. I'm trying to get my view hours up so we can get monetized. Alright guys, thank you for watching.